had a 30-point margin yesterday, but today things have evened out a little bit. Of course, 20, 30, 40 points, and maybe less being given to these teams depending on where they place. And based on the quick look at the zone, where these players are flying in from, we're going to be headed north this time around. No city for the second map of the day. We're seeing B-Mark, Slide, and J-Tech go to their tried and true spot. They're going to stretch for a while across the top of this map here.
Exactly, especially with that plane line, but we've got to get back on over toward this high-rise thing. It's going to be the last stop, right? And of course, COD Community uncontested, able to focus on that tried and true, everything they know and love. But for the teams that are on that north side that like to go hang out towards Levin Resort, past Outpost and Seaport, you are going to be some of the players with your feet on the ground absolutely last, which is going to force you guys to make sure, get your loadouts, get on that hyper-aggressive, especially if you're trying to get to that win condition early.
Well, back to Bazaar we go to check in on this fight. The fight for Bazaar has been one for the Asian. It's been Robstar's team that's won majority of the times. Instead, we're going to go check out another fight here in Condos as we see Nano on screen getting some crowd love. Savvy Ultras, the Italians, up above and already have a gun, so unfortunately a pistol not going to be enough as Savvy Ultras picks up a kill all by himself.
Nano in the gulag we go here. Freddy on the side. Get the nade out, a swing, and Nano deleted there. SV Begsy, you can see Savvy Ultras down below. Couple teams still lurking nearby. But for now, I'm keeping my eyes on Tapulator across the way also.
Yeah, this is an interesting fight here in Condos. This is one of those fights that's been happening quite a bit over the last several games. People deciding not to change up their drop spots around this fire station. Off to the left-hand side of the map, and the Savvy Ultras this time finally can't get the better of two. The squad on your screen right now, frankly, has had a very brutal tournament thus far. I believe they were actually 37th, funny enough, matching their player number at the end of day one. We'll see if they have a better tournament after a nice little start there, but we're going to check in on Cloud9 again. Again, I know they've got a lot of fans, a lot of folks cheering them on, and right now they've gone back to Seaport. They're actually not very far away from that Begsy team, a little bit off the way from that fire station as Funzy trying to get out of dodge. This time Cloud9 seemingly on the hunt.
I need to see him pull some moves out of the Matrix, but Jace finds the angle. Funzy down and out, and you see E700 is already fully eliminated. Everything will fall towards T if Funzy does not win the Gulag. And if I'm T, I'm disengaging because other squads are already starting to lurk amongst the mix. Team Vitality.
Hey, speaking of a team that needs a better day today, Team Vitality.
Yeah, 100% do.
Getting a free kill. And look, I don't know if it's the inclusion of noobs or the exclusion of Inxion, but yesterday did not go their way. They had a brutal day after getting bullied out of their drop spot by COD Community. And funny enough, they've actually elected to go back to where Noobs used to drop with his former team, over to the Seaport side, kind of near that fire station where you saw Begsy and everybody else. So, you know, could be a strategy, especially if Noobs is taking the lead here.
BD Benza back in action. Vitality might run into them, but Destroy on your screen with Raul, Nate Dogg. This squad still trying to make some plays over by the gas station across the way. Mortar in the back pocket, which would be nice to see if we can find those angles. Bunker Buster, even better. Melvin, Pentagon, Fuzzin, gotta watch out.
Yeah, and again, we've jumped all the way over to Lowtown, which is kind of the southeastern side of the current zone. DRN, aka Team Destroy here. Okay tourney yesterday, right in the middle of the pack. I think technically on our sheet, they're looking at like 17th tied. They got 15 points, as so did a lot of other folks. So fairly even playing field here. Only 5 points behind those folks we were talking about before that got 20. So plenty of room to work on this leaderboard. Day one was important, but today is everything. And all quiet in Lowtown for now means gonna go check out what we can do from here. The only frustration about DRN, frankly, is how many kills they're putting up. Decent placements when they can get them. Kills not going their way except for a very small amount of crucial moments.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, right? That average multiplier yesterday for them, 1.42. So if we can get some of those eliminations and maybe bolster our points multiplier, could be really good for them. But I already like what we're doing. We're conservative, right? And now that you've got that third-party situation coming on in as Lawnard and Cloud start that push, I wouldn't imagine that they are going to be alone for long. DRN will push into that. Okay,
big hitting teams here, of course. You've got Omit EU in the red one on the right-hand side of Farms. You've got, obviously, Falcons in the green in the northern side. Team 20 is that COD Community team we've been talking about. Team 5 is going to be Aydan squad. I think you guys are figuring out the numbers. You got it. I don't have to keep reminding you. But when we take a look at that map deal, you'll be able to see them on the map quickly and see maybe your favorite squad as well. Deus Amir finding a couple kills in the kill feed as well. That's number 18. Look out for that squad. Had a decent day yesterday, and they always perform on land.
I mean, DRN right now is just trying to find a way to open it up and get on over, but it's Destroy that's going on the Hail Mary flank here to get closer and closer to them. But as they start retreating, it's just getting to the point where if we overextend, if we take this, it's drawing out way too much time and not giving us the eliminations that we want. We've only lost out on 2 squads, and once we get to the top of the circle 3, a lot of teams will kick up that aggressive nature thanks to that fire sale and start pushing with advanced. But Echo, this is the squad that I have so much love for alongside Prodigy, Oki. Like, they have been playing incredibly well, and they said, look for us today. We want wins. We know we can convert this. They've done it before in some of the warm-up tournaments leading to the World Series of Warzone.
Again, started today with 30 points. Didn't really shock the world because a lot of folks knew they were going to be good, but a lot of teams and a lot of people that were predicting top 5 didn't have them there. So picking up one in transition there, this is that Savvy Ultras team that's just been trying to regain all day. And a lot of times when you're trying to regain, they lost their Seaport fight. You either head to farms or you head to city. It's usually some wide open spaces, and frankly, apparently not open enough, as Zanks likely gets cut down here as well.
Okay, we see that. Now we're just looking for Freddy. Can we get that? Now, I'm curious to see, do we center on up? Do we pull towards the north from here? Because we are still very far south in that Zaravan city, but they have committed towards this area, the POI, for their starting position for the past few months, and we're not changing up now.
Well, a quick look, by the way. I was taking a look at our map feed, and Colony 2K's team is all the way down in Manor on the far southern side. That's that kind of purple, blue 35, bottom right-hand corner of the map. They're actually right next to Omit EU, so talk about some momentum. If you can take out a top team and carry yourself into another top 5 position, you can see Team Colony 2K have a great day today. So a quick look at them. They're actually able to pick up one of those Omit EU players in transition. It's actually going to be Ankyo hitting the quick buy. And now on the ropes, talk about a little bit of foretelling. These guys are not stopping.
Oh, that's just absolutely brutal there as Waldo gets the full. Now, typically, if they think a zone is going to pull to the north, they'll just go ahead and land Kotovo, and they had the very real opportunity to make that occur, but we still elected to go all the way down to Manor because we were looking for eliminations. Now you can see that Colony 2K squad already has the fluffy aimers in their sights, and it looks like Scummin is over there for Team Community as well, but I'm glad to see that the fluffy aimers were able to get a regain, all 3 players back into the lobby.
Yeah, this is the south side of the zone. This is a really big moment as you actually see trades happening on the other side, mostly going the way of Community, but even still losing 1 player in that mix, if they're fully eliminated, could open up the window of opportunity for Colony 2K to pick up a couple kills. But we've got to check in on Team Aydan. A great day yesterday. They had a solid performance in game 1 for the most part, but Aydan getting picked up in transition means Z-Smit and DJ Moss got to back up and make sure to play the regain if Aydan gets cut down. He might barely be able to sneak out of this one, but look how many teams are in the area.
Come on,
this
DJ.
is a really tough spot when you can get wall banged through that one. Look at the new zone as DJ Moss goes down. Maybe self-revive. They are dead center. That cyan blue 4 you're seeing on your screen right now, middle of new zone.
Yeah, we preserve it for a second, and then you see that thermite come in, that just the re-knock occurs, and I love that we can hold space with that, and we throw the trophy cistern. Lonard pushes into a 1v2 situation, and Z-Smith is just lying in wait. Aydan incredibly low. They grab Lonard as well, but little Mario is just kind of finessing around this, looking for the opening. We've got the bunker buster down, and we're just trying to survive. We are dead center of zone, and if we can maintain this, we'll walk away with a ton of eliminations towards endgame, but here comes the push. Clown doesn't check the door behind him. Z-Smith tries to put him on skates, but it's Clown who comes out on top.
Wow, we're going to send Team Aydan all to the gulag or maybe to the lobby. I believe they've got some gulags to work with. Only 6 teams fully eliminated. CT Red on our screen, by the way. A nice rotation from them to get dead center of zone coming from that stadium start. We're going to take a look at these gulags. Aydan full dead. These are big moments. A chance to take down FIFA kill. DJ Moss, Chals, and...
Okay,
no!
What? FIFA?
Unreal heading from FIFA on the prone. It made DJ miss. This is a must-win scenario. Tiff Z-Smith has to win here or Team Aydan is sent back to the lobby in 34th on this one. And Z-Smith and Flank have a long story history of fighting each other. Let's see who can get first blood. Z-Smith looking to take the chow. Flank doesn't connect on anything. Z-Smith trying to find his opponent. Where are they? Smoke and run even in the gulag. You kidding me? Still no connection.
Reload.
The zip is down. Z-Smith takes it.
He gets out.
Z-Smith gets out.
Z-Smith, you are insane. The fact that you made that happen, I can hear the desk literally screaming behind me in my ears, but now we turn our attention straight on over to the Falcons, taking on Team Suprev and Hisoka. 5 HP, still trying to make that happen, but the replay...
While this replay is happening, look how close this zip was off screen. Z-Smith was able to get out, but on screen here, the Falcons were able to fully eliminate the Wolf and his compadres. The herd is not following him. The Wolf pack is in trouble. Maybe snuck into the gulag here if they haven't been there yet. It looks like Autorize was able to win, so they're not done yet, but a frustrating day one is turning into a slightly frustrating day two, at least thus far. But we're just getting started today as DRN also punishing this regain. A couple buybacks come through and immediately are cut down yet again. Z-Smith and DJ Moss last alive.
Well, this is tough, right? We still have our gulag weapons, so that's Superior in hand, and we had maybe a Semtex, so we're still trying to use what we've got, but a buyback for DJ Moss did come through, and DJ does have enough cash to make sure we can get Aydan back into the game, but that's if Z-Smith can finesse his way away from DRN.
And Z-Smith, I think, is trying to wait for DJ to get involved. DJ, I think, is flying up above. The problem is he's got to isolate all these 1v1s where I will might just throw his life away if he's not careful. Z-Smith makes the great escape. My goodness, he just dug a tunnel underneath the prison.
What do you mean?
With a spoon. My guy gets out. That is unreal. He's not done yet, but at least has a bit of reprieve and definitely shook DRN.
I did see a wipe there on the FIFA Kills team. Not sure if that's full, but DJ Moss does fall. Looks like Swag's gonna be elsewhere to take him on out. Z-Smith will have to survive and get on that regain yet again.
Revenge tour back on our screen and some early combatants here. Again, they won map 1 yesterday and got a decent map with 14 points. Would like to get a lot more kills though based on the scores they were able to put up for the rest of the day. And this Opal Palace fight should be nice and easy. As we take a look at the zone, again, it looks like, look at that. Number 4, Team Aydan has somehow fully restabilized, and DRM has left them after the shake from Z-Smith. You also see the Falcons up on the far north side of this, above cargo. Gonna have to come over the bridge or through the water to grandmother's house. We also have, it looks like Community, the Pink 20, still in this as well. They've made their way to new. So willing to gatekeep a lot of our top teams still in this.
It's going to be another heavy-hitting end game, right? We had that first match go to Zaravan City. A lot of teams able to find habitable space towards that end game, and it's likely going to happen again. But Community, anytime Unrational starts to break out the Morris Sniper, it just allows him to put the pressure on so many teams and get that information. But Falcons, after that less than average performance, I would say, from them, considering it was 11.2 points last game, and their average is about 35 points per game. That is how you're going to allow to open the door for the rest of the team. Soka chows Juju here on the roof and gets it.
That right there is classic Falcons move. Isolate the one, take out the other, omit NA, see you later. Edge of zone hunting, this time with a little bit more kills to work with, means the Falcons could have a good game. When we took a look at that map, you know who we didn't see? Omit EU. They are fully eliminated out of this lobby with just 2 kills. Talk about opening up this leaderboard. There is a lot of room to work. We've got a tournament on our hands, folks. This is a way different day than yesterday, at least the beginning, as Navi is being cut down by King AJ. Welcome back to the party, V8. We'll see what you can do if you take down Navi and then have to fight the Falcons.
Yeah, but the Falcons, they're getting in the mix. Navi's getting sandwiched. Limax, I don't think you're going to survive here, buddy. You're either going to King AJ Vision and Showstopper, or you're going toward the hands of Biffle. Pick your poison. It's not going to be good either way.
Either way, he's able to shake several bullets and finally goes down to Showstopper. Ahsoka doesn't really care about that kill. He wants this V8 team. Says, give me AJ, give me Showstopper. They're all trash, apparently. Shifty finds a nice angle, take down Showstopper from above. Where are the others as they get the cleanup? It's going to be a 3v2. The problem is you don't want to spend too long here. Yes, you have new zone. Yes, you can play for win condition, likely on high ground here. There's nobody else in the area if they take down King AJ. The only team even close is Periwinkle 35, which is going to be Team Colony 2K coming across the bridge. The Falcons get the wipe. They're set up on the northern side of that zone. I'm sure we'll see them in the end game.
Okay, Team Echo, let's see what you got. C9 had that regain. Joe down and out from Prodigy and Bredman looking for the angles, but Oki is doing the best to cut him off of it. 4MJs gets into the mix early, but you cannot stop the ability of Echo staying together and getting those trades. Already finding a nice amount of eliminations. Cloud9 down and out, outside the top 20.
Again, it just feels like Jason's trying to play pubs in that moment. You're not winning a 1v2 against hardly any team in this lobby, if anyone, especially not this squad, who's been dominant all day yesterday into today. It does look like Aydan, well, he's stayed alive. That's a boon, but 26th place right now. needs
the bush.
he needs a ton of multipliers, and he's got to wait a very long time. We're looking for top 10 likely to get paid at all from the kills that they maybe have scrapped together, probably like 6, 7 as we set up for new.
Just camouflage, right? We don't have any more plates. We do have cash to get another player back. And towards that end game, a lot of people like to invest those portable buy stations. But you think to the north, where the Falcons had cleared out, they were already preparing for a zone pool of that nature. It actually doesn't go their way. So teams still from the north, like Colony 2K on your screen here, they're going to have to deal with that frenzy of just getting deeper into Old Town.
Yeah, this is what could have been a very tough rotation for the Falcons. Ends up actually being a pretty easy one for now. They're able to make it to cover and have plenty of time to work with for this new zone close. 2 teams, though, to your left, if you're the Falcons. They're actually picking up kills from distance in this position, and it looks like these 2 teams, or at least one of them, is going to actually push out early right into Benzi's squad. This is good news for the Falcons because they know no one is looking at them. The only player even close is actually Aydan, who's just going to be proned out looking for placement. So the Falcons make their way somehow for free again into zone, into new, and there's only one player in their way who immediately gets cut down. Slide is out of here, and the Falcons somehow have a pretty solid position if they can work their way into those brick buildings.
And Aydan gets ripped by Shifty. Full wipe for Team Aydan there, but we're talking about the timing that the Falcons were able to use to thread the needle of the zone and move almost dead center. The only squad that is neighboring and challenging them for that endgame good positioning is going to be Reply Totem.
That's right, Reply Totem in the area. And again, these buildings aren't sturdy, but they're buildings, so it works for now. We're looking for top 10. We still have 23 teams remaining in the 5th and closing into 6 circles. We're gonna swing over and see Team Echo get cut down. Somehow, some way, the Wolf and his pack has had made the better of what was a frustrating start to this map. Unfortunately, right as I say that, the transition, they get cut down. I don't know how many kills they have. A decent game on their hands if they can stay alive, but right now it looks like Empathy is the only one that's healthy and has a very difficult rotation. This team is a really good squad. They just can't get anything going in the last couple maps.
And it's not like we have resources to try and help that. I can't throw a smoke on you, cross, and hit the res. I'm just trying to live at this point underneath the bridge, and keep your eyes there. I saw Dave Samir in the distance looking to clean up some eliminations. They're on a pretty powerful hitter here, and Empathy falls.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just screamed wow because look at the zone pull the Falcons just got. Yes, not in a perfect position, but they're dead center and they have a ton of cover to play around with should they want it. This is wild. It could have very easily pulled to the southern side down where actually Community is. The Pink Salmon, who's now being looked at by the Falcons. Now Community has a very difficult rotation wide out in the open to get to some pieces of cover as Shifty is going to ward off any address. If it pulls to the Falcons again on new zone, this will be theirs for the win.
Moment of reprieve, but Sage once again on 5 here. They've got a lot of power here. One smoke in the back pocket, but we've got to clear out the southwestern side of things as Team Community is starting to get onto the move here. There's going to be a big collapse there on that, and look who's got angles. It is Shifty. He is trying to cut people down on rotates, but what he doesn't do, he doesn't get the full-on unrational, and they get him back up on his feet.
And Sage FaZe trying to play aggressive and trying not to get cut down from behind. The Italians are here to play spoilers, somehow regain, taking down 1, maybe 2. If Swag is able to get out of this, could be a boon for Adrian. There's actually a portable buy way down here deep in the gutters. Should be able to get the buy off, and that means all 3 of FaZe are alive, at least floating, looking for that multiplier, looking for top 10. We're on 12 right now. These are key moments as Wars' squad is cut down. CT Red still in this, looking for top 10. Looks like our squad from Mexico has a chance to go big. Look who else is still in this. That's Watch Waldo. Nickel, our former map winner, a chance to go back-to-back.
Well, why we've got the trolls under the bridge, keep your eyes on that mini-map. DRN have already moved into the next circle and are ready for everyone to make that Hail Mary rotation towards it. 11 squads, and we're looking for a 1.6x multiplier. But we've got the portable buy. We're looking for the resources for endgame and a PDS to play if we need it.
I'm looking for a man in end zone as Omit NA is somehow still in this, by the way. Look at that, number 15, that's Omit NA. I don't know which player it is, but they have lurked all the way into top 10, looking for some multipliers. They need it. It is Braxton, by the way, is the last remaining player. A heroic solo play could be a huge boon for a squad that had a frustrating day yesterday as we see our Italians continue to play spoiler to this FaZe squad. Decent multiplier, solid kills. FaZe is having a good day. Can we make it a great one? Sage with a pistol and a dream right now, trying to lurk and wait until the top 5. Just kidding, he's got an STG, we're fine.
I mean, look, they had 12 eliminations in match number 1. Sage is on 5. We're looking for that 1.8x multiplier if we can get it, and maybe pick up a couple more while our teams are looking to rotate out of the gas. Even the Falcons on the other side, still outplaying the PDS if they can, going straight up against Colony 2K. Omit NA down, and, well, Savvy Ultras, you gotta be wary or you're gonna be right there with them.
All right, Sage, what can you do, my man? I was touting your ability, and off screen, we're actually seeing a lot of the Falcons being cut down. It's actually Ahsoka last alive in the gas by himself, doing Ahsoka things, trying to stay alive. Dongy gets cut down. Sage picking up some kills in transition. It's actually a cleanup for some opponents, but even still, it's a boon for him. Community in trouble. Community out from Ahsoka off screen. Sage with a heroic play, a splatter. The problem is DRN has all 3 alive, but they're not in zone. Sage has an opportunity. Can I have a couple more, Sage? How about more? Top 5 for Sage. Ahsoka is still in this. An unbelievable moment. FaZe says, why not drive the car around? Let's try to make a heroic play, and so far, so good. The problem is Sage is in trouble with low resources. It's DRN zipping up. Watch out for him as Sage continues to make heroic plays and somehow has the last piece of cover in zone. Aside from the new building in the last circle, could Sage do it? Likely no, but I'm here and I'm waiting to see what he can do as DRM made the perfect rotation for the zip to top of the building. I only expect this Team Destroy to win it all.
They do. They take out the Falcons, and now still DRN from the high ground, but Sage still putting on the works, does get taken out. Regardless, a valiant effort, 1.8x multi, and it's Quality 2K in the end game as well with DRN as the great hunt begins. They just have to find the last one.
Unbelievable consistency from top Colony 2K. He technically got a 1v2 last time. Could he get a 1v3? I think we just have to wait and find out, but I've got to tout the IGL call from Team Destroy to zip to the top of this building, secure top 2. It's a 3v1, nearly insurmountable at this point, but let's just watch and wait.
What?
2K can do. See you later. Team Destroy on top. He wants some money. He's gonna ask you to give it to him. And after finally a great game in game 2 of day 2, he told me, he said, Coach, it's gonna be a brand new day tomorrow, and apparently that's right. Well done, Team Destroy. DRN on top in map number 2.
Stand up, celebrate. That 2x multi plus whatever eliminations you had is going to be a massive game for you. Mind you, they averaged 9.47 points per game yesterday, and we are